In today's video, I'll show you how you can use Miro AI and its features. So let's get started. First of all, you want to go here into your workspace, and then you want to go into the Miro AI icon right here in the left menu or tool. So from here, you want to go for diagram or mind map, doc, image, prototype, sticky notes, or table, depending on what type you'd want to create. And basically, they have a pretty similar process on how you could create them. When you click on one of them, for example, diagram, you'll be prompted into a chat. And from here, in diagram, before I can give out my prompt, I would need to answer this question first. So what would you like to diagram? Is it a flowchart, entity relationship, mind map, and so on? So in my case, I'll just want to go for flowchart. And now I'll write my prompt in here. Actually, I'm just going to paste it because I got one from ChatGPT. You can do the same. You can get your prompt in ChatGPT to make it better. Or you could type it here manually. It doesn't have to be this long, but this is very detailed right here. So yeah. And you could also do just a one sentence prompt if you just want to get started in creating your flowchart and make your edits from there. It's completely fine. And from here, I'm now going to send it, and it's now going to start generating my flowchart right here. So let's just wait for it to finish, and then it should be done in a few seconds. As you can see right here, it's now making it, and we now have the chart, and here it is. So yeah, it is now completed, and now we have this. And let's say that you would want to make some changes, you would want to add something or delete something right here, then you could definitely do that. You can just go here into answer a response, and let's say the edit that I would want to change is that I want to make this vertical instead of horizontal. So I'm going to go for make it vertical and send it. And now it's going to apply the changes right here. And I think this is just an error. So I would rephrase my prompt. I would want to make the alignment vertical, something like that. Now it's generating. We just need to wait for it in applying the changes that we have requested. And now here it is. It has now made my flowchart into a vertical one from the horizontal one. So in here, once you are now satisfied with the result, you can now click here on add to canvas, or you can discard it if you don't want to go with it. And from here, once it's done, you will now be able to edit the content right here. As you can see, I can move the shape around, I can change the text, I can format the text, I can change the color, and so on. So yeah, this is basically how you'd be able to do that. You can make your manual edits right here if you want. And next is that you could also use this as a reference for your next prompt. Like for example, you want to go here into doc in creating with AI next. And from here, let's say that here in doc, as you can see, it says one object selected. So it's getting attached to my prompt because I have selected this object. And from here, I want you to make a short narrative about this flowchart that I have selected right here. So this is how you'd be able to attach your charts or something in here into your prompt, and then use that as a detail in creating whatever it is that you will be creating using AI. And here it is. As you can see, it is now being created. And yeah, that is one of the ways that you'd be able to use the AI here in Miro. And now we have our short narrative right here that is relevant to this flowchart. And now we can click on add to canvas. And again, we can also format this document, edit this however we'd want. And next is that let's select this flowchart again. And then from here, you have more options right here that you could do, and same thing with the docs. And here in the docs, we could use Miro AI right here again. So you can see here in the more section, Miro AI, you can fix the grammar, shorten, rewrite for clarity, translate, or even change the tone right here as needed. For example, professional. And it will now rewrite the document just like that. And that also applies to the shapes or text that you will be putting in here into your workspace. Like for example, I'm going to go put in a text right here. So let's say sample, oops, that's wrong. So right here, there it is, a sample text right here. And now I'm just gonna make the spelling incorrect right there. And then I'm gonna expand this just so that we could see better. And from here, we can now select the text, and then we now have the Miro AI icon again. So basically, we need to look for this icon, and then you could use Miro AI on that specific element. Or let's say from here, I'm going to click on fix grammar or spelling. But as you can see right here, I have ran out of credits because I only get 10 free AI credits per month because I only have the free plan. But yeah, that is basically it on how you'd be able to use that if you have more credits or if you have the premium subscription. And this is it on how you'd be able to use Miro AI and its features. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.